everybody, welcome back to Della Debt Payoff. Today's video, we're going to be budgeting our November 14th, 2025 paycheck. So right now when I'm recording this, it's Thursday, so tomorrow's payday. $11/14/25. So let's jump right in. My paycheck is budgeted at the normal amount at $1,858.56. Now my husband's paycheck will be higher than our previous months because he did get a raise at the end of October. And this new amount is $2,064.77. This amount will probably change again starting January when the new benefits year begins, since we're doing open enrollment currently. And some of those benefits that he's enrolled in, the price has gone up a little bit. So that will probably change in January 1st, but for now we're enjoying this year's premium amounts with the raise he got in October. So his part-time job, he did not work any shifts in this pay period, so that's going to be budgeted at 0. Miscellaneous, I know we already got $50 in cash from family, so we're going to budget that there. So the total income coming in for November 14th is $3,973.33. It's always nice to get a little bonus, little pay raise each year. So let's go down to our debts. And as I mentioned in my last video, and you'll see here, my Honda car loan is no longer on here. That's because we paid it off last week. We were able to pay it down to an amount that we were comfortable to transfer money from savings out and then just pay that loan off. So my Honda is paid off. It's mine, and that's so exciting. I paid that loan off in, 3.5 years, taking it out on a 5-year loan. So pretty good to pay that off early. So for our budget here, we're going to pay my husband's Chevy, and we've decided to just pay what we've been paying for the next few months on his truck at $570. We haven't really increased this amount despite me paying my car off. But also, side note, normally my car was paid from the second paycheck of the month, so really this first paycheck of the month would not see my car anyway, but it's not on the sheet, so I just wanted to address that. But what we did do, we have decided to increase the amount we're paying for his student loans. So now that budgeted amount for this paycheck is $700. So that'll project us to have his first loan, which is the oldest loan of the 4, the smallest balance. That should be paid off sometime in March. And we're excited to just see that progress, and it will help us keep going to pay off the other loans that he has. And our mortgage is not being paid out of this paycheck budget. So our total debt for this paycheck amount is $1,270. All right, so you can still see that. So we'll go down to our investments. Same amount for the Roth, just at $60. And our brokerage account, standard, just $100. We opened this in October, so just last month. And we're pretty happy about finally just taking the leap and just opening the account. That was part of what was holding us back. We weren't sure what the process was, but we figured it out and just opened our Vanguard account. So let's go down to expenses. Cell phones, we are not paying those out of this budget, so that's a $0. Internet, that is paid out of this. Standard amount of $109.99. I feel like that's a lot to pay for internet. Comment down below how much you pay for internet. I feel like that's kind of high, so maybe that's something we could look into, see if we could switch to another provider. Life insurance at $29.81, and subscriptions are $0 out of this paycheck. So let's go on over here to our variable expenses. Our electric bill, we're not budgeting anything for out of this paycheck, and nothing for gas, and nothing for our water bill. Those will be on the next paycheck. So let's go down. Let's go to groceries. We're gonna budget about $300 for groceries here. Gas. This is for our vehicles. It's not to heat our house. It's $400. Dining out. We're gonna budget about $350. We have some family events this coming week and month or so that's why that's a little high. Entertainment, we'll just do $50. Don't plan on doing too much of that. Clothes shopping, $120. My husband needs some new work clothes. We're going to budget $300 for any medical bills that we'll have to pay this month. Gifts, $120. Starting to kind of prep for Christmas and Black Friday. I do plan to do some Black Friday shopping here in about a week or so, depending on when the Black Friday sales are starting. So that will probably be a pretty heavy line item in our budget. Home items as well. I plan to get some Christmas decorations and some items for the holidays. So that will be pretty big as well. We're going to do $230 there. Dog, we're just going to put $30 in case we need to get some food or some new toys for her. Beauty, I'm not getting my hair done. My husband might get his hair cut. I'm not sure when he'll do that, but we'll just put $50 there. And cars, we're going to do another $30 for our cars. And for car insurance, we paid that last month, so let's do $0. Home improvements, we don't plan on doing anything here, but if we do have our home sinking fund, which is where we can pull items for actual home improvements. But sometimes it's nice to budget it in so it don't have to take from savings. And hobbies, $0. Even though I have been eyeing some puzzles to do over either Thanksgiving week while I'm off from work, or between Christmas and New Year's, those 2 weeks there that I'm also off from work. I want to get like a Christmas puzzle. I've been doing it for a couple years now, so you'll probably see a purchase there soon for hobbies, or perhaps knitting, because I do really enjoy knitting as well. So our total expenses out of this paycheck period is $2,119.80. Perfect, you can still see it. So those are our expenses, and let's go back up here to savings. Out of this paycheck, we plan to put $160 into our home sinking fund. $135 for our personal accounts, which is our normal amount. Nest, $50. That's where we put the cash that we got here under miscellaneous. We went ahead and just deposited it into our Nest account. We're going to do $40 for our dog, for the vet and any medicines that she'll need. Emergency, we're not going to put anything in here out of this paycheck. And as for vacation, we're not going to not going to put anything into our vacation savings account out of this paycheck. So savings are low out of this first paycheck of the month. That's how it always pretty much is, at $385. So that's what we plan to save on the 14th paycheck. So let's just put everything into the summary quadrant. Income, $3,973.33. Expenses, $2,119.80. Savings, just $385. I wish we could do more, but some things we just need to pay for right now, especially like our debt. And our debt out of this paycheck is $1,270. And investing, $160. That is leaving us with a net of, $38.53. So it's not negative, which is good. But we do have that buffer in our account, so it's not like our checking account will be planning to go negative. But I don't feel the need to budget this to zero. Pretty good with this, pretty happy with it. We'll see how that we do over the next 2 weeks. And then as we approach holiday shopping, holiday spending, Black Friday, we will be making some purchases for gifts and some purchases for ourselves. We have our eyes on a few things that we want to improve our home with, so we'll see how we end up budgeting for those. Either we'll take them out of our home account or try to budget them into home improvements, but we'll see about that. Pretty straightforward paycheck budget video. It's exciting with my husband's raise. It's nice to see an amount for a paycheck come in over $2,000. But we'll see how that changes starting January 2026. But we've got after this paycheck, we have about 3 more paychecks until then. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed this one. Comment down below any questions or any ideas you have about our paycheck budget, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.